Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy IX with me, Matthew Gaddis, aka Puggy. So today we will make our way to Gizamaluke's Grotto on our way to Burmecia and seemingly have to deal with Zorn and Thorn again. But before we do, we have one more fight here, seemingly, and that is against some, believe it or not, Vice Mages. Yes, they exist. And you can actually learn a decent skill for Queenie from them, namely MP Hammer, if you can. Seriously. And the problem is they don't have much HP. Or maybe that was just the regular Vices, I'm not sure. But we'll come across them anyway. And MP Hammer is an interesting skill, because even though it's mostly useless against most enemies, against some enemies it's quite potent. Seriously. It's a good way of reducing MP so enemies can't attack you with spells. Anyway, this is Gizamaluke's Grotto, the home of seemingly a giant serpent, but seemingly whatever came through here, I'm guessing the Black Mages that soldier in who died sadly in Lindblom mentioned, yeah. And, yeah, we can kind of put two and two together, and I dare say that Alexandria is commanding them. Seriously. Yeah, it may well be. But anyway, let's go into the thing. Well, we'll find out a bit later. But for now, let's go through the grotto. Now, the thing about this dungeon is there are these various doors that we will need to ring some bells in order to open. Seemingly, this place is well guarded by the Burmecian soldiers. Unfortunately, that is seemingly no good against an army of black mages, but at least we can still get the bell and try and get to the king before anything worse happens. And apparently the Black Mages actually pinched their bells, so yeah, not great. But we'll indeed go in and face the various Black Mages, and indeed, as I mentioned, Zorn and Thorn will be inside. Again, ringing the bells is no problem, it's just what type of bell really you have to look for, because there are two types really, the protection bells and the Gizamaluke bell, which opens the thing to Gizamaluke himself, who will be our next boss. I'm not going to beat around the bush, he's the next boss. Although apparently he's supposed to be docile, so yeah. Well, here is Zorn and Thorn, seemingly still up to their usual mischief of killing people. But yes. No wonder these stupid jesters have seen Zidane before. But, well, they're not going to kill him, but the Black Mages will. Namely the Type A. Actually, I'm not sure if they're Type A's or Type C's, because there are three types. Each using their different types of spells and whatnot, so yeah. I believe these are Type A Black Mages, so indeed, let's go to town on them. They use first tier spells, so Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, basically. I'm not sure if VV spells will be that effective, therefore, because of the fact they are mages. But we'll try using fire on them, if that does anything. Not bad, actually, not bad. He is quite the powerful young black mage, what can I say? Anyway, that being said, let's go further in, and indeed level up, yes, but also go further in and fucking cowards they are, seriously. I'm guessing Zorn and Thorn are not known for their physical strength, let's put it that way. Defeating the Black Mages that appear on the map will give you access to each of the bells. That won't give us a Gizamaluke, but I've been wrong about that. Ringing this bell, the thing, well, I do want to actually open this door anyway, because the Gizamaluke bell will give us access to this Burmecian soldier who is still yeah, I think he's not long for this world. So, indeed, let's go on. There are a couple of other enemies in here, some of which do have blue magic, sorry, for Queen to learn. We'll get to that in this one, actually, against these skeletons, seemingly. And the annoying thing about these skeletons is that they can attack you with their swords, so be careful of that. And no, I am not going to target both of them until I get at least, I think, Fire, or not before Firaga, I'd say. So Firaga, the Fire, Blizzara, or Thundara, those spells, second tier elemental magic, basically, on VV. So that being said, let's try eating him. Nope, still no good. Oh well, Zidane, you'll have to finish either one of them off, or I'll use one of VV's spells to do so. And no, I'm not gonna have Freya jump in the air for once, because, to be honest, her spear attack is too overpowered for these guys. These guys quite have low HP anyway, so yeah, at least compared to some of the monsters we've faced thus far, their HP is lower than those crabs. But never mind. And apparently they learned Pumpkinhead, did Queena. I don't know what Queena's other pronouns are. No, am I gonna ask? Because Queena is just a RPG character, ain't he? Oh, there, stupid me! Okay, ring that bell, and yeah, I think we need a specific bell to go through there. That just goes to the same area anyway, but I want to go around anyway because there are some items we can get. First is at the top of this long staircase, although it's very hard to find it. Some mithril gloves that we can equip on Freya, and also Steiner for that matter, but Steiner isn't in our party yet. He will be coming back a bit later on. Actually, I'm not sure if it's in the next episode or the one after that, but we will get a point where we will meet back up with both Dagger and Steiner. Anyway, our next enemy is the Lamia, who seemingly does try and entice you with confusion magic, and can also buff themselves up very well, actually. Unfortunately, I do not know White Winds, so I'm gonna have to still rely on potions to get by here, which is not great, but there you go. And also, it can cast Cure on itself. If you're able to learn MP Hammer, that will be a great help against this enemy, I dare say, because then it will be able to buff itself up with Might. Seriously. We will be able to get that, actually, as a white magic spell with another character a bit later on in the game, but not now, it seems. So instead, let's do that and have it buff itself up, absolutely. More attack power to you, I guess. But, yeah, keep hitting me with your fan, mate. Yeah, although that's not great when you're buffing yourself up that much. Maybe I'll have to use my supply of potions quite a bit, or use up my supply of potions quite a bit, should I say. Anyway, that being said, yeah. Hopefully, thank you, Freya. Oh, no, maybe not so thank you, Freya. More buffing, seriously. Is there anything this monster does do other than heal itself? I don't know, but it seems to... Oh, buff itself, should I say? Never mind, let's continue. Eat it up there, Queena. And apparently it can learn level 3 Defenseless. Nevertheless, it was like level 5 Death, except it's a multiple of 3 and just loses a bit of defense, I guess. So a debuff, in other words, that's tied to a character's level and whatnot. So that being said, let's see. I'll use a few high potions on Queena. Or maybe I'll just need to use one. It heals about 400, no, exactly 450 HP. So a lot more than a potion. I don't know what I got there. Let's see. There's something equipable. Something for okay, a Magus hat, or is it mage's hat. Anyway, you can Vivi can learn slow here. Also, seemingly, someone's come. A couple of Moogles have come here on their honeymoon. Yeah, I don't think they want to come here anyway. But yeah. Apparently, Mogmi here, her husband Moguta, is trapped under the giant bell. There is actually a way of getting him out. Something Vivi actually purchased in an ATE a bit earlier. Yeah, that Kupo nut. And apparently, well, maybe Queen could. Yeah, apparently Moogles have good noses, as Mogmi can smell the Kupo nuts that Vivi has here. I don't think you know Vivi, unless Vivi's been here with Quan that we don't know about. But no, she needs the Kupo nuts. Of course you can. Okay, why are you talking like a caveman now? Okay, apparently Kuponos give Moogle super strength. Who knew? No problem. Yeah. Anyway, that being said, let's go into where they went. In order to do so, we will have to open this chest to get another bell and head to the right and get in there. We need to get a specific bell to open Gizamaluke's chamber, namely, where was it now? Oh yes, the holy bell, but we'll have a look at that later. Let's say yes, just for the sake of keeping them on our side. And yes, we can get more Kupo nuts from Moguta there. But for now, I am going to save. And on the next episode, we will hopefully face Master Gizamaluke. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.